Hello, I'm Scott Needleman. I'm the owner of the Needleman Law Office. And what I'm here today is to tell you or to answer what are the 5 top questions that I hear every day in my office. The first one is, can you keep a credit card if you file bankruptcy? The question to that, or the answer to that is, if it has a zero balance at the time of filing, and it's not like that you paid off a $2,000 credit card and then ran and filed bankruptcy. But if you had a credit card that was laying, quote, dormant in your drawer for a year and it was activated, but you never used it, do you need to include that as a debt in your bankruptcy? I think arguably you could say no, it's not a debt because you don't owe them any money. Therefore, they don't get notice, at least through the bankruptcy filing, that you filed a bankruptcy. So if they don't revoke your charging privileges because of information technology systems moving so rapidly these days, we don't really know, but they may just want your business. So if they don't revoke your credit card, you get your discharge, you can start using that card again. That's question number 1. But in a Chapter 13, no, you cannot have any credit cards. Not in this jurisdiction in Columbus, Ohio. Another question is, can I keep my car if I file bankruptcy? The answer to that, it depends on the car. Depends if there's equity in the car. But to answer the question in a Chapter 13, yes, if you can afford it. In a Chapter 7, yes, if you can afford it, and there's no equity for the bankruptcy trustee to try to make you sell your car or buy the equity portion of your car back. So in most cases, yes, you will keep your cars. The third question I'm asked is, will bankruptcy affect my credit rating? Absolutely, bankruptcy will affect your credit rating. There may be a quick drop, and then there may be also a quick rise, because once you receive your discharge, you no longer have any unsecured debt. Therefore, your, quote, the trust level to lend to you has hopefully a fresh start from the bankruptcy. Therefore, you can slowly rebuild your credit as you go along. But in technical terms, does it affect your credit rating? Yes. Will it go up? Yes. So that will make you bankable again. Number 4 is, when can I file bankruptcy? Well, that answer really depends on, 1, have you filed bankruptcy before? If you have received a discharge in a bankruptcy within the last 8 years, you cannot receive another discharge within the same 8-year period. So there's an 8-year waiting period in a Chapter 7 from the date of filing to the date that you can refile another bankruptcy, and that's from the date of filing. In a Chapter 13, one can be filed right away as long as there wasn't a prior discharge Chapter 13 within the last 6 years, I believe, the last 4 years, unless it were a 100% plan. So the question is, when can you file? It really depends on your specific situation as to whether you have filed prior or not, as to calculating when and if you can file again. But typically, yes, you can file again after a Chapter 7 discharge. You can refile a Chapter 13 4 years later if some unknown tragedy were to come upon you. Again, Chapter 13 is an option 4 years after a Chapter 7. Again, that is something that we review on your free consultation if you come and see me. When you do meet with me, it is with me. It's a personal situation. I take that very seriously, and that's how I've always practiced law. When you come here, you always meet with me on every visit, not a paralegal or not another attorney. I handle your case from start to finish. And that is one of the most important things in this process. is meeting with one person so you're not telling the same story over and over and over again. And the fifth question I'm asked is, do I have to appear before a judge in bankruptcy? Well, the answer to that is 99% of the time or more, no. You will never see the inside of a courtroom in a Chapter 7 bankruptcy unless there's some major issues in your case that a judge would need to rule on, or a creditor that were to file a adversary proceeding, which is a complaint fighting the dischargeability of a debt. That is when you could see the inside of a courtroom. Other than that, you will attend what's called a 341 hearing or meeting of the creditors. These hearings take approximately 5 to 6 minutes apiece. When you come into my office on your third visit to sign your final paperwork, I actually do a bankruptcy hearing right then and there. So as we review and as you sign your petition, the chances of us missing anything go way, way down. And again, that is the personal service that you get from the Needleman Law Office. And pretty much that's, the top 5. And really the list can go on and on, but today I selected those top 5. And in my next blog to you, I may have another 5 or 10. Enjoy your day. Thank you.